We have just 2 spots left in the quarterfinals. Which one of today's teams will move on? Will it be the Ramblers from Winthrop High School? Or the Broncos of Hampden Academy? Find out next on High School Quiz Show Maine.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by the Helen and George Ladd Charitable Corporation, the Lincoln and Therese Filene Foundation, Platts Associates, Bernstein Schur, and by
What a moment when you find your way to a new home at your local Maine credit union. That'll feel just like home, too, so you can settle in. The home loan you want? It's here. Contact your local Maine credit union. It's your moment. Own it.
Energy is about more than just keeping the lights on. It's about living life. As parents, friends, and teammates, Unitil is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine. Unitil, more than a utility, part of your community. With Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, you get more than a health plan. You get a partner. With benefits built around local needs, they're helping communities across Maine get healthier and happier. Visit harvardpilgrim.org to learn more. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to High School Quiz Show Maine. I'm Shannon Moss. We have 2 teams making their debut on the show today, and one of them hopes to climb the ladder and move on to the championship with a $1,000 prize for their school's project graduation and head to Boston to compete in the High School Quiz Show Invitational against champions from other New England states. Today's matchup features 2 teams new to High School Quiz Show Maine. We have Hampden Academy from Hampden and Winthrop High School in Winthrop. So let's get started by meeting our players. From Hampden Academy, we have Michael, Nick, Robin, Noah, with alternates Zachary and Philip, and they are coached by Robbie Kissinger. And for Winthrop, it is Kerrigan, McGuire, Jacob, Camden, with alternates Ian and Clara, and they are coached by Rachel Smith and Crystal Anazuski. And we also have our 2 judges with us today, Angela Absher and Stephen Ferran. So happy to have both of them with us today. Competition has 4 rounds. We have the toss-up, the head-to-head, the category round, and a lightning round. And we're going to start with the toss-up round. All answers are worth 10 points, and this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. Players, you must wait for me to complete the question before you answer. And if one team answers incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to answer. So players, is everybody ready? All right, let's get started. Name the only person ever to be elected U.S. president 4 times. Kerrigan.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
That's the right answer. Pablo Picasso, Alexander Graham Bell, and General George Patton all had what common reading disorder? Camden.
Dyslexia.
That's the right answer. Most major earthquakes occur along the edges of what ocean? Noah.
Pacific.
That's the right answer. After 21 days, a frog embryo develops into what tiny fish-like creature? Michael.
Tadpole.
That's the right answer. What is the oldest Major League Baseball park still in use? Michael.
Fenway Park.
That's correct. In 2012, what Disney musical surpassed The Phantom of the Opera as Broadway's all-time highest-grossing show? Noah.
Lion King.
Lion King's the correct answer. The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century in what country? Michael.
England.
England's the right answer. In E.B. White's children's classic Charlotte's Web, a spider saves a pig named what? McGuire.
Wilbur.
Wilbur's the answer. And we have a video question. If you want to take a look at your monitor.
Hi, I'm Diana Greenwald, Associate Curator of American Art at the Portland Museum of Art. Originally nicknamed the Poet, this famous artwork pictures Dante contemplating the sinners in hell perched on a rock. Name this sculpture by Rodin of a pensive man hunched over, resting his head on his hand.
Noah.
The thinker?
That's the right answer. The Atlantic Ocean was formed when what supercontinent broke apart about 200 million years ago? Camden.
Pangea.
That's the right answer. Also known as a vinegar fly, what type of fly is most commonly used in genetic studies? Camden.
Fruit fly.
Fruit fly is the answer. We have a math question for you right now. What is 42 plus the absolute value of -10? Jacob.
52.
That's the answer. Built by scientists from 16 nations, what is the largest structure ever assembled in space? Noah.
The International Space Station?
That's the answer. The Peloponnesian War ended in 404 BC when Sparta defeated what rival city-state? Jacob.
Athens.
Athens is the correct answer. In 2018, what NHL franchise reached the Stanley Cup Finals in their first season of existence? Jacob.
The Las Vegas Knights.
That's the answer. Which two countries can you see from the top of Mount Kilimanjaro? That was just in time, Jacob.
Kenya and Tanzania.
Those are the answers. In 2004, the FDA approved the medical use of what aquatic animal used to aid blood flow in skin grafts and limb reattachments? Robin.
Jellyfish?
That is incorrect. Winthrop, want to take a shot at it? Camden.
Leech.
Leeches is the right answer. What second largest city in Spain is a major port on the Mediterranean Sea? Jacob.
Barcelona.
Barcelona is the correct answer. Who was the first African American woman to win a Pulitzer Prize for fiction for her novel, The Color Purple? Alice Walker is the answer. What royal residence has served as the official London home of Britain's sovereigns since 1837? Noah.
Buckingham Palace.
That is correct. What Shakespeare history play begins with the famous line, "Now is the winter of our discontent"? That was just in time. McGuire?
Macbeth.
That is incorrect. Hampden Academy? Want to take a shot at it? Robin?
Hamlet?
It's Richard III is the answer. Okay, we have a math question. What two integers satisfy this equation? P squared equals 5p. Jacob.
5 and -5.
That is incorrect. Hampden Academy? 0 and 5 is the answer. Nitrogen dioxide, a common air pollutant, has what chemical formula? McGuire.
NO2.
That's right. The Greenwich meridian, also known as the prime meridian, indicates what degree longitude? Noah.
0.
0 is the right answer. In 1915, during Ernest Shackleton's doomed trans-Antarctic expedition, what ship was crushed by ice and sank into the Weddell Sea? Jacob.
The Endurance.
That's the right answer, the Endurance. Name author of the 7-book series, The Chronicles of Narnia. Jacob.
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis is the right answer. Featuring the voice of Tom Hanks, what 1995 Pixar title was the first full-length movie generated entirely by computers? Noah.
Toy Story.
Toy Story is the right answer. The Bush compound, the summer home of 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush, is located on Walker's Point in what southern Maine town? Jacob.
Kennebunk.
That is incorrect. Hampden Academy? Noah.
Kennebunk Port.
That's correct. What type of chemical bond occurs when one atom gains a valence electron from a different atom? Jacob.
A ionic bond.
Ionic bond is the correct answer. What city was the capital of the Byzantine Empire until it fell to the Ottoman Turks in 1453? Noah.
Constantinople.
That's the right answer. And that is the buzzer. That signals the end of the first round, and the scores right now. Hampden Academy with 120, Winthrop with 150. We've got a close game. Great job, everybody. And we look forward to meeting our players and go head-to-head when we come back.
Batteries are down, the power is down, but you're not powerless. The mobile app from Safety Insurance can help you file a claim. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
The head-to-head round is coming up next, but before we do that, we want to get to know our contestants a little bit and see how their minds work. So I have a very special question for all of you. If you could discover something from the past in a time capsule, what would you want to find and why? Michael, we'll start with you.
I'd like to find an autographed baseball from the 1919 Black Sox team because I like baseball and it's an interesting part of history in baseball.
That'd be a treasure for sure. Nick, what about you?
I'd like to find an old computer from the 80s, either IBM or Apple. I like messing around with old technology and seeing what use it could have in the present day.
Oh, that'd be great. All right, Robin?
I'd like to find a Roman epic that was lost in the Library of Alexandria.
Wow, fantastic. Noah?
I'd like to find some relics from 2001, the year that I was born. I think that'd be cool.
That would be great. Relics 2001. Oh, I feel so old. All right, Kerrigan.
Because I'm a music lover, I would love to find the tapes from when Queen recorded Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that would be great. McGuire?
The national treasure from the movie The National Treasure. Because it is a national treasure.
Absolutely. Then we could have another national treasure movie. Right, Jacob?
I really like to ski, so I'd like to find like the designs of the first skis invented because I think that'd be really cool to see.
That'd be cool. Frame them, hang them in the house. All right, Camden?
I would like to find an original copy of the Gettysburg Address because it's a very important speech.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. All right. Fantastic answers, all of you. And good luck to all of you in our next round when we go head to head. That is coming up after you check out this week's Maine's Credit Union's Question of the Week.
We'll go back to High School Quiz Show Maine in a moment, but first, let's see how you do with the Maine's Credit Union's Question of the Week. In 2017, how much did each U.S. penny cost to produce, administer, and distribute? Was it 1.82 cents, 1.01 cents, or 0.5 cents? The answer coming up later in the show.
We are about to go head to head. I've got Winthrop to my left, Hampden Academy to my right. Gentlemen, you want to shake hands before we start? All right, in this round, you get 10 points for correct answers. Incorrect answers, though, will cost you 10 points. You can buzz in at any time, though. You don't have to wait for me to finish my question. So let's set that clock at 90 and let's get started. Which continent is the largest in land area? Hampden.
Asia.
That's correct. What songbird is named after its ability to mimic the sounds of other birds? Winthrop.
Mockingbird.
That's the right answer. What is the chemical symbol for copper? Winthrop.
CU.
That's right. In 1844, who sent the first telegraph in the United States? Winthrop.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Samuel Morse. How many interlocking rings make up the symbol for the Olympic Games? Winthrop.
5.
That is the right answer. And then in a normal, healthy mammals, the heart is composed of how many chambers? Hampden.
4.
4 is the right answer. What is the state capital of Illinois? Yes, Winthrop.
Springfield.
That's the right answer. What Greek god of the sea also had yes,
Poseidon.
Hampden. That's right. In what movie did Humphrey Bogart famously ad-lib, "Here's looking at you, kid"? Winthrop.
Casablanca.
That's the right answer. My cards just want to stick together. Krishna is one of the most important gods in what major world religion? That's Hindu. On the Mohs hardness scale, what mineral is listed as the hardest at number 10? Yes, Winthrop.
Diamond.
Diamond is the right answer. Lake Como, one of the deepest lakes in Europe, is located in what country? Yes, Hampden.
Italy.
Italy is the right answer. What British silent film star is best known for his iconic character, The Little Tramp? Yes, Winthrop.
Charlie Chaplin.
That's the right answer. What French author wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth? Winthrop.
Jules Verne.
That's the right answer. What is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet? Yes, Hampden.
E.
It's Delta. President Nixon's that is the buzzer. Wow, Hampden Academy, 150 points. Winthrop with 220 points. We've got quite a game going on. Our category round is coming up next. Stay with us, everyone. Next up is the category round with the following choices: Latin roots, sticks and stones, true colors, mind the gap, kitchen science, and days of yore. Each category has 5 questions with increasing point values. Now, players, you can confer with your teammates, but once you buzz in, you can no longer confer, and we're going to need your answer. And like in the toss-up round, if one team answers incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to answer. All right, let's see. Hampden Academy, you're behind by just a little bit, so you get to choose first. What category would you like?
Can we do Latin roots for 10, please?
Of course we can, because you asked so nicely. Questions about English vocabulary with Latin roots. This question is for 10 points. From the Latin meaning official writer, what word refers to an ancient Egyptian educated in the art of writing and reading? McGuire.
Scribe.
Scribe is the answer. And now, Winthrop, you have control of the board. What would you like?
Same category for 15, please.
All right, Latin roots for 15. Derived from the Latin word for letter, what literary term refers to the repetition of initial sounds as in bouncing baby boy? Nick.
Alliteration.
That's the answer. And Hampden Academy, now you have control of the board.
Can we do Latin roots for 20?
We sure can. Latin roots for 20 points. Latin for brooch, what large bone in the lower leg runs parallel to the tibia? Camden.
Femur.
That is incorrect. Hampden? Nick.
Is it the patella?
It's the fibula is the answer. So Hampden, you still have control of the board.
Latin roots for 25.
All right, we're going to continue on with Latin roots. This is for 25 points. From the Latin meaning lasting the whole year through, what botanical term describes plants such as roses which persist for several years? Kerrigan.
Perennial.
That's the answer. And Winthrop, where would you like to go?
Let's stick with Latin roots for 30, please.
All right, we're going to close out this category with our last question, Latin roots for 30 points. Derived from the Latin word for broken, what word refers to a fragmented geometric shape that repeats itself under several levels of magnification? Robin.
Was it fractal?
Fractal is the answer. Hampden, what category?
Kitchen science? Kitchen science for 10,
Kitchen
please.
science for 10. That's okay. This is a new category. Questions about the chemistry of foods. This is for 10 points. When you chop onions, your eyes burn because a chemical reaction produces what acid known as H2SO4? Noah.
Hydrogen sulfide?
That is incorrect. Winthrop? Sulfuric acid. I'm sorry, that was too late. Hampden, you still have control of the board, however.
Kitchen science for
Kitchen
15,
science
please.
for 15. Okay. The fastest way to make ice cream is with milk, cream, sugar, vanilla, and what extremely cold substance known as LN2? That was in time. Robin.
No, sorry.
That's okay. Winthrop? The answer is liquid nitrogen is the answer. Okay, Hampden, you still have control of the board.
We'll stay with the same category.
You want to stay? Okay, we're going to stick with kitchen science for 20 points. What organic compound is commonly known as table sugar? McGuire.
C12H22O12.
That is incorrect. Hampden? The answer is sucrose. Hampden, you still have control.
Can we do Mind the Gap for 10, please?
We sure can. This is a new category, questions about canyons. Arizona's spectacular Grand Canyon was carved by what river? Kerrigan.
The Colorado River.
That is the right answer. And Winthrop, you have control of the board.
Mind the Gap for 15, please.
All right, Mind the Gap for 15. Monterey Canyon is a prominent submarine canyon located near the coast of what U.S. state? Michael.
California.
California's the right answer. Hampden Academy, what would you like?
Mind the Gap for 20, please.
All right, we're going to stick with the same category. Mind the Gap. This is for 20 points. Hell's Canyon, the deepest canyon in the United States, lies mainly in what northwestern state? Michael.
Oregon.
That's the right answer. What would you like next?
Mind the Gap for 25, please.
I thought you'd say that. Mind the Gap for 25 points. What canyon in southern Utah is renowned for its beautiful rock spires called hoodoos? Bryce Canyon is the answer. Hampden, you still have the board.
Mind the Gap for 30.
All right, we're going to wrap up this category. Mind the Gap for 30 points. Tara River Canyon, the deepest canyon in Europe, is located in what Balkan country whose name means Black Mountain in many Romance languages? Montenegro is the answer. Hampden? New category.
True colors for 10.
All right, true colors. This is a new category. All answers include a color. This is for 10 points. What was the nickname of Manfred von Richthofen, a World War I flying ace? Camden.
The Red Baron.
The Red Baron is the answer. Winthrop, you have control of the board.
For 15.
True colors for 15 points. What legal tender was issued by the U.S. government during the Civil War? That was just in time, Camden.
Greenbacks.
Greenbacks is the answer. What would you like next?
20.
20, true colors, same category. Hailed as one of the greatest albums in the history of pop, what Prince album was the best-selling movie soundtrack of the 1980s? McGuire.
Purple Rain.
That's the answer. Winthrop, what's next?
25, please.
Okay, True Colors for 25 points. Hitler's rise to power was aided by the violent methods of his stormtroopers, which were also known by what name? Camden.
Brown shirts.
Brown shirts is the answer. Winthrop, what would you like?
Finish it out, please.
We're going to finish out True Colors for 30 points. What 1887 detective novel by Arthur Conan Doyle marks the first appearance of Sherlock Holmes? A Study in Scarlet is the answer. And Winthrop, you still have control?
Sticks and Stones for 10, please.
All right, Sticks and Stones, a new category, questions about weapons, and this is for 10 points. What giant space station can destroy a planet with a single laser beam in the movie Star Wars? Jacob.
The Death Star.
Death Star is the right answer. What's the next question or category you'd like?
Sticks and Stones for 15.
All right, I'm going to stick with Sticks and Stones. This is for 15 points. What 7-letter word describes a light spear thrown by ancient Greeks in warfare, hunting, and the Olympics? Jacob.
Javelin.
Javelin's the answer. What would you like next?
Sticks and Stones for 20.
Sticks and Stones for 20 points. What long-range nuclear armed missile is abbreviated ICBM? Camden.
Intercontinental ballistic missile.
You got it. All right, what's next?
25, please.
We're going to stick with Sticks and Stones for 25 points. What 4-letter word refers to a heavy, often spiked club used in the Middle Ages for breaking armor? Robin.
Mace.
Mace is the answer. And Hampden, where would you like to go?
Sticks and Stones for 30.
Sticks and Stones for 30 points. At the 1415 Battle of Agincourt, what new weapon helped the English defeat the French? Camden.
Crossbow.
That is incorrect. Hampden, want to give it a shot? Judges, was that in time? That was not in time. I'm sorry. The answer is the longbow. Hampden, you still have control of the board.
Kitchen science for 25,
All right.
please.
Kitchen science for 25 points. From the Latin meaning frozen, what substance derived from animal collagen is the primary protein in traditional marshmallows and gummy bears? McGuire.
Gelatin.
Gelatin's the answer. All right, Winthrop, where are we going?
Finish that for 30, please.
All right, kitchen science. We're going to wrap up this category for 30 points. Caffeine increases levels of what neurotransmitter or chemical messenger that activates the pleasure center in certain parts of our brain? Robin.
Dopamine.
Dopamine's the answer. All right, that is the buzzer. So that ends our category round. Let's take a look at our scores. Hampden Academy with 240 points, Winthrop with 335 points, and the lightning round, where anything can happen, is coming up after you check out the answer to the Maine's Credit Union's question of the week.
You've had some time to think. Now let's find out the answer to this week's Maine's Credit Union's question of the week. The question was, in 2017, how much did each U.S. penny cost to produce, administer, and distribute? Was it 1.82 cents, 1.01 cents, or 0.5 cents? The answer is 1.82 cents. The cost to produce a penny or a nickel has been more than its face value since 2006 due to material costs and other factors. Dimes cost around 3 cents, and quarters are the best deal at just under 8 cents each.
Okay, this is the final 90 seconds of gameplay, the lightning round. It is still anybody's game at this point. Players, remember, you get 20 points for correct answers, but incorrect answers will cost you 20 points. The clock is set, and here we go. What is the longest, strongest, and heaviest bone in the entire human body? Yes, Noah.
Femur.
Femur is the right answer. In the classic children's novel Heidi, a girl lives with her grandfather in the mountains of what country? Noah.
Switzerland.
That's the answer. What U.S. vice president killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel? Camden.
Burr.
Burr is the right answer. What U.S. state lies directly south of Minnesota?
Iowa.
Michael?
Iowa.
Iowa is the answer. Which unit of U.S. currency features a picture of the White House on the back? Kerrigan.
The $10 bill?
It is the $20 bill. Derived from the Latin for hair, what extremely small blood vessels carry blood from arteries to veins? Camden.
Capillaries.
Capillaries is the answer. What James Joyce novel is written as a modern...
Ulysses.
Camden. Ulysses is the answer. According to the 26th Amendment, what is the legal voting age in the United States? Camden.
18.
18 is correct. How many black squares are on a chessboard? 32 is the answer. I'm sorry, that was not in time, Nick. What is the most populous city in Maine? Michael.
Portland.
Portland's correct. In an equilateral triangle, each angle measures how many degrees? Camden.
60.
60 is right. In 1953, what New Zealand native reached the summit of Mount Everest? Camden.
Sir Edmund Hillary.
That's the answer. Name the only country in the Americas whose sole official language is Portuguese. McGuire.
Brazil.
Brazil's the answer. And that is the buzzer. Woo! And our winning team is Winthrop with 455 points. Incredible game. They will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Our runner-up, Hampden Academy, fantastic job. What a great match this was. We hope to see you guys next year. Woo! Again, awesome job to both of you. And make sure you stay for next week when we have Edward Little taking on Brunswick High School. It's very exciting times here on High School Quiz Show Maine. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by the Helen and George Ladd Charitable Corporation, the Lincoln and Therese Filene Foundation, Platts Associates, Bernstein Schur, and by...
Take a moment and change your life. Join a Maine credit union. At a credit union, you're an owner, and a credit union gives back to its owners. Contact your local Maine credit union. It's your moment. Own it.
Energy is about more than just keeping the lights on. It's about living life. As parents, friends, and teammates, Unitil is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine. Unitil, more than a utility, part of your community. With Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, you get more than a health plan. You get a partner. With benefits built around local needs, they're helping communities across Maine get healthier and happier. Visit harvardpilgrim.org to learn more. And by viewers like you. Thank you.